garage thing. MC Silla. Oi oi, inside. Lock it, load it, let's go. Mic check, 1, 2, mic check, 3, 4, mic check, 5, 6, mic check, 7, 8. Have I checked my mic? I think I've checked my mic. Mic check, check, mic check, mic check, 1, 2, inside. Garage soldiers ready to ride. Bassline bubbling, beat so sick. 2-step crew to your skank real quick. 2 decks spinning, 5 spitting hotter. Old school ravers and the new school lotter. Hands in the air, no time to slack. It's a UK ting, we're bringing it back. Relent, bullet, vibe, so mad. Old school rhythm to your mum and your dad. Drop, spot, massive. I said drop, spot, massive. Beginning the place. Sound of the garage smacking your face. Welcome back, everyone. If you are still watching this episode after that intro, then all I can say is you're a real one. Maybe I won't quit my day job though and become a garage MC anytime soon. Sorry, obviously from the title and also the intro, you guessed it, we're going to be talking about UKG, otherwise known as UK Garage. I want to get a little bit nerdy and talk about the origins of UK Garage, and yeah, it's actually quite interesting. I think it's interesting. You might not find it interesting, but you don't have to watch it. So yeah, hopefully some people will find it interesting. I don't know why, I'm in like a really hyper mood today. I don't know if it's like doing that intro got me a little bit hyped up. So maybe I actually wouldn't be a bad garage MC because I got hyped. And I thought I'd represent in my little shell jacket today as well. It's very 90s, very early 2000s. This is my go-to festival jacket. But if you see me sweating, mind your business, because it's actually, even though it's how like real thin, it's actually really hot. But like, I feel like it fits the vibe of what we're going to be talking about today. So I'm going to keep it on and I'm going to sweat and it'll be fine. But yeah, if you see a bit of upper lip sweat, then like, literally mind your business. But anyways, this is the drop spot. So today we're going to be taking it back to the roots, like the sweet bumpy bassline magic of UK garage. If you're a new raver and don't know your 2-step from your 4x4, don't worry, by the end of this episode we'll be skanking like it's 1999. So what is UK garage? In the early 90s, club DJs in London were absolutely obsessed with the smooth, soulful sound of American house and garage music. And I know there's going to be a few Brits out there who don't like the fact that UKG actually technically originated in America, or not. Obviously, UKG is a thing of itself, but yeah, a lot of the inspiration was from America. And I know some people aren't going to like that. Can confirm I didn't like it, but it is what it is. But obviously, being British, they couldn't help but speed it up, chop it up, and adding that cheeky UK twist. They throw in jungly style bass lines, R&B vocal samples, which actually, on a personal note, is my favourite thing about UK garage, is the soulful vocals that garage producers use. Chef's kiss. And they switched it up by using that heavy 2-step drum pattern that we know and love as garage, as UK garage. So really it grew out of raves, underground pirate radio stations, and sticky floored nightclubs before it eventually took over the UK charts. Everywhere you went, garage on the radio, garage on the TV, garage blaring out someone's Ford Fiesta. Today, I'm going to take you through some essential UK garage classics. Really, like the tunes that set the freaking bar. And they just defined that era and still slap harder than Yunan's Sunday Bros. Let's dive in. Look, it should be absolutely no surprise that we're going to kick things off with the DJ Pied Piper and the Masters of the Ceremony. I can never say that fast, hang on. DJ Pied Piper and the Masters of the just want to sing it. Masters of the Ceremonies. What's it do? Be a garage MC personality. Sorry, I got carried away. the Masters of the Ceremonies. Do you really like it? Now, guys, I reckon this is probably the first ever garage tune I ever heard. It is so famous for all the right reasons. It is just, it's like if I have to think, if someone's like UK garage, that is the first tune that pops into my little brain. So I'm going to play some for you now, and then it's actually hard to just play a clip of that song. I just want to listen to the whole thing now. Do You Really Like It was released in 2001, and it hit #1 on the UK singles chart, and basically captured the spirit of every rave, club, house party, you name it. It was just the song. It was that girl. UK garage is really known for its call and response, especially with MCs. I reckon this tune just delivers potentially the catchiest call and response that garage had ever seen at this point. It wasn't about deep lyrics, it was just about vibes, energy, and getting everyone hyped. And fun fact about this track, it actually started as a freestyle chant at parties and then got made into a track, which is pretty cool, if you ask me. Moving on to our next track, we have got another, well, they're all classics, so I'm going to stop saying that actually, because that's literally, this video is UKG classics, so I need to stop saying it's classic, but it's such a classic. Do you know what I mean? And it is Has It Come to This by The Streets. Mike Skinner is literally a genius, and if you don't think so, I don't think we can be friends. Simples. Genius. Honestly, genius. He is like a prodigy. I am a huge The Streets fan and have been for a long time, probably since college. And this is, again, one of the first garage tracks I heard, and I just love it. I'll play a bit and then we'll have a chat. This is The Streets, Has It Come to This?
Has it come to this? Original pirate material. You're listening to The Streets. Lock down your aerial. Has it come to this? Original pirate material. You're listening to The Streets. Lock down your aerial. Make yourself at home. We got diesel or some of that homegrown. Sit back in your throne, turn off your phone, cause this is our zone. Videos, televisions, 64s, PlayStations, Webb Henry with precision, a few herbs and a bit of Benson. But don't forget the Rizzler, lean like the Tower of Pisa. These are Oasia, and this is a day in the life of a geezer. For this ain't a club track, pull out your sack and sit back. Whether you white or black, smoke weed, chase brown or toot rock, we're on a mission, support the cause, sign a petition, summon all your wisdom, the music's a gift from the man on high, the Lord and his children. Triple team here are rude boys, come rain or snow, the Buddha flows. You don't know? Stand on the corner, watch the show, cause life moves slow. Sort your shit out then roll. Sex, drugs and on the dole. Some men rise, some men fall, I hear you call, stand tall now. Has it come to this?
I just think he really he changed the game with this track. He just changed the game. This was such a pivotal moment for UK garage. Other garage artists sort of focused on that slick, high life in their lyrics. He really focused on that like real life, raw, authentic, dodgy landlords, late rent, kebab shops at 2 a.m. That was his vibe, and I think that resonated with a lot of people. Obviously, he kind of kept that garage beat, but he layered it with like real storytelling, which just hadn't really been done to that extent until he came along. And he made it feel, like I said, relatable. He made it feel personal. And yeah, it's just an amazing track. And it basically laid the foundation for UK rap and grime. He proves that you didn't have to pretend to be an American MC. You could just be yourself, accent and all. And I love that. We're going to go about 4 years back now to Ripgroove by 999s. This was released in 1997, and it is one of the dirtiest, grimiest tracks in early garage history, and an absolute speed garage anthem. It actually helped ignite the speed garage scene in the late 90s and went on to gatecrash the pop charts. Iconic. So this is Ripgroove. Ripgroove was basically house and jungle's mutant baby. Heavy bass lines, warped samples, no words, just pure raw dance floor energy. Fun fact, the term speed garage actually became popular partly because of this track, where garage was literally sped up and heavier than ever, wasting absolutely no time. We are going on to our next track, and this next one is Neighbourhood by Zed Bias. This was released in 1999, and gee whiz. Does anyone say gee whiz anymore? They should. So this was kind of blending garage, dub, and broken beats. Zed Bias delivered an absolute underground masterpiece with Neighbourhood. Let's have a listen.
I feel good, good, good. I feel good, yes, wonderful, good. Anytime I come in on the dance, I feel listen to the man in my neighborhood. I feel good, good, good. I feel good, yes, wonderful, good. Anytime I come in on the dance, I feel listen to the man. Tell me how you're feeling.
Where my DJ keeps it real. If you drop it right, gonna make us move all night. So come on, tell me how you feel.
I feel good, good, good. I feel good, yes, wonderful, good. Anytime I'm coming on the dance, I feel listen to the man in my neighborhood. I feel good, good, good. I feel good, yes, wonderful, good. Anytime I'm coming on the dance, I feel listen to the man. I feel good, good, good. I feel good.
What a tune! What a tune! Oh my gosh. You know those tracks that just literally put the biggest smile on your face? That is one. That is one. And it makes me want to be in a field with my friends with a pint in my hand and a massive sound system playing. That's what that, like, do you know what I mean? That gives me that feeling. So this track obviously has some of that soulful vocal that we were talking about earlier. Also has that kind of wonky melody, the shuffling drum with that deep bass line that I just love so much. Like when that kicks in and you're just like, you know what I mean? You just want to... That's, yeah. Zed Bias was kind of a pioneer for that darker, experimental type of garage, leading into the birth of dubstep a few years later. Fun fact about this track is he originally pressed this tune on his own label because no one else knew what to do with it, which is quite funny if you think about it, because it's such a classic, hence why it's in my UKG classics. Next up, we actually have a track that was made in the year of my birthday, 1998, and it is Sincere by MJ Cole. Now, if you're a garage head, you know how iconic MJ Cole is, how talented of a producer he is, and Sincere was just an amazing track. It's so elegant, I feel. It kind of is emotional UKG at its finest.
My eyes are on you, so special. Just look what he's done for me, baby. My eyes are on you, feelings. Don't do it. Be sincere. I'm crazy. Don't do it. Be sincere. Be sincere. Be sincere. Be sincere. Be sincere.
So MJ Cole was actually classically trained, which I think is why all his tunes sound very lush and musical. He's obviously just, like I said, he's just very talented, and he was put on this earth to make music. Do you know what I mean? There's certain people, he is one of them, in my personal opinion. And he is kind of one of the first to use live keys, complex chord progressions, and heartfelt vocals long before it was kind of found in garage music. Next up, we have got one I know everyone is gonna know, and if you don't, where have you been? Unless you're actually a child. Actually, you know what? If you are under the age of I'm going to say 22, then I'll let you off. If you're 22 and over, how's that rock you've been living under, hun? And it is Rewind by Artful and Craig David, released in 1999. How iconic is this track though? Rewind is the moment that garage blew the doors off the charts. And Craig David was actually only 17 when he made this track. And after this track kind of was released and, like I said, flew off the charts, Craig David kind of was launched into stardom from this track, which is kind of insane if you think about it. But it is, like I said, it's so iconic. So let's have a listen, shall we?
Rewind. Enter selector. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Enter selector. Making moves, yeah, on the dance floor. Yeah. Gotta move on, dancing, yeah, real hardcore. Yeah. From the front to the back, that's where I was at. You know, the apple died to do like that. With Craig David all over your DJ, it's all up to you. When the crowd go wild, tell me what you gonna do. Know you're straight.
There's another one that I don't want to just listen to a little bit of it. When you start listening to it, when you start listening to it, you're like, no, I need to hear the whole track. So this track is basically the blueprint for that sort of pop garage crossover. Slick beats, catchy hooks, that immortal line when the crowd say "Bo selector." Fun fact, that line was actually improvised, which is crazy because it is like the most well-known line in that entire track. But yeah, that was a call and response, and it was improvised, which love that. We are following that groovy vibe and going into our next track, which probably won't surprise anyone, is Flowers by Sweet Female Attitude, and this came out in 2000. And most people might now know the Sunship edit of this track, which again slaps. I love the original as well, but I would say I listen to the Sunship edit more because I like the bass on it a bit more. But you wouldn't have that remix without the original. Am I right? But it's just UKG, Sweet Bliss. It's lying down in a field of flowers with your eyes closed. Not if you've got hay fever, probably. Or just a field with your eyes closed, sun on your face. It's just that, it's that vibe. And yeah, I know.
I'll bring you flowers. Whoa, baby.
You just lie down, have a listen. A Sweet Female Attitude is made up of Leanne Brown and Catherine Cassidy, and the duo really just captured, like I said, that summery, feel-good essence of UKG. If you're not listening to it lying down in a field with your eyes closed, I feel like it's so nice for like a summer drive on the coast. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. Something that really sets the scene, and it's just such a vibe, such a good beat. It's got those melodic vocals, but quite like a light, skippy beat. And I think that just works really well together. Fun fact, Flowers reached number 2 in the UK charts and became the unofficial soundtrack for every teenage romance in 2000. We are picking up the energy a little bit, and we've got another track that was made in 1998, and that is Bump and Grind But this is the Sunship edit. I felt like I had to do one Sunship edit because Sunship edits in themselves were iconic. So I had to just add one in there. And like I said, Sunship were just the kings of the remix game. I don't think they ever had one that missed. They were just heavy hitters. So this is Bump and Grind. Bump and Grind, the start, oh my god, I'm having a stroke. Bump and Grind, the Sunship edit. And fun fact, Sunship became so renowned for their remixes that most of the time, the remixes they made ended up being way more famous than the originals. They were just that good. All right, next up, we're nearly done. This is our second to last tune, and it is Why by Mis-Teeq. This is Matt Jam Lamont and a DJ Face remix, and this was released in 2001. Mis-Teeq, which was made up of Alicia Dixon, Sabrina Washington, and Sue Elise Nash, absolutely bossed the early 2000s garage scene, and this tune shows you why.
We've always been so close together, doing things that only best friends do. Always there for one another, through the bad times and the good. The other night you held me close, need to know, did we just cross the line? This other side just feels so right, won't you tell me why? Why did friends and lovers take so long? Now that they come around, we finally found our love forever strong. Why were you so near and yet so far? How did I be so blind, when all the time I was in your heart?
I just love it. I just love it. That is on my higher energy playlist, my personal playlist, because every time it comes on, I'm just like, drop everything I'm doing, and you can't not boogie to that song. You cannot not move to that song. And if you hear that song and you're just you actually might need to go to the doctors. You actually might need to get self-checked, because yeah. That's crazy. So obviously Why was remixed by Matt Jam Lamont, who was one of the original pioneers for garage music. And Mis-Teeq really made garage accessible to a wider audience while still keeping it real and authentic. And that is why this made my list, because it is just a banger. We have one tune left, and I want everyone to take a second and guess what that tune is. It's iconic. It's a banger. It is A Little Bit of Luck by DJ Luck and MC-Neat, and it is just a massive UKG anthem. I feel like this is another one of those where you mention UK Garage and this would be the first song to pop into a few people's heads. And we just couldn't talk about Garage without giving a nod to this absolute banger. It was released in 2000, and this track is the epitome of early 2000s garage. Catchy, fun, and undeniably energetic. And this track wasn't just about the beats. MC-Neat's rapid-fire rhymes and the infectious hook got everybody moving.
We done falsifying, 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 we done falsifying. A DJ long can jump it with the rhythm and a rhyme. The DJ long can jump it with the bad bass line. bad baseline, bad baseline, bad baseline. Holla with the rinsing sound, holla with the rinsing sound, holla with the rinsing sound, holla with the mixing sound, holla with the rinsing 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 sound, holla with the mixing sound, holla with the rinsing sound, holla with the mixing sound. Ting boy, ting boy. With a little bit of luck, can make it through the night. With a little bit of luck, can make it through the night. With a little bit of luck, can make it through the night. With a little bit of luck, can make it through the night. With a little bit of luck, can make it through the night. With a little bit of luck, can make it through the night. With a little bit of luck, can make it through the night. With a little bit of luck, can make it through the night. With a little bit of luck, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of...
It was the soundtrack to countless nights out and remains one of the defining tracks of the genre. Fun fact, the song's Lucky theme caught the attention of brands and even made it into some TV ads. It was the first garage song to actually cross over like that, proving that UKG was really ready for the mainstream. So there you have it, 10 classic UKG tracks. A little bit of history as well for those who might have been interested. And from its dark bass lines to sweet sing-alongs, UKG remains one of the most iconic things to come out of Britain. And it still slaps today. There are some amazing new garage producers. Best believe I'm going to make some episodes covering new garage tracks. I just felt like the first one had to be an homage to where it all came from. But most importantly, UKG has and always will be about energy, expression, and community. And luckily, like I said, the legacy is still alive today, in everything from grime to house to modern bass music. So whether you were in the thick of it then, or you're just discovering it now, I hope this episode gave you a little taste of what made UKG so special. As always, make sure you're following Dropspot for more heady bass goodness. And don't forget to share, like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. But till next time, keep the vibe high and don't forget to rewind. Catch you later. Bye.
Drop spot.